Okay, so let's begin while others are joining. I see some people are still joining, so that would be great.
Hi Pranav,
Hello, Vishal. Hi.
how are you?
Good, good. Those who are comfortable and it's okay for you, you can please switch on your camera so that I would not think that I'm talking to a machine. And also, I would get to know you also better. So if it's okay, please keep your camera on. Thank you. Okay, welcome to the December batch. Thanks, Moria. Also, you can keep camera on. Why switching it off? If it's okay, you can keep it on. Yeah. My name is Pranav Dubey. You can call me Pranav by my first name, and I'm a data scientist and business intelligence specialist into business analytics domain. And I'm also interested into entrepreneurship in social and technology domain. So I take care of two technology startups and one social startup. And yes, I love training to train people on various data science and BI domains. In fact, I have been training as a corporate trainer for past couple of years, about more than 6 years. And currently, I am a BI trainer at BCG in Singapore. And also, I run one social startup, social venture in education, the Sparks Foundation. And here I am based in Singapore right now. That's just a brief about me. We will get to know more about one another when we go through the program and when we have one-to-one discussions also during the program. We will get to know more about you. But today, I would like to understand a brief about you also. Since we have very less number, maybe we can discuss one-to-one as well. With me in the meeting, we have Anisha. Anisha was part of our this internship only, and then she got hired by the company as a data science analyst. So she is working as a data science analyst in data science domain, and she will also be helping you out during your internship period for the entire month. Related to any query that you may have, you can reach out to me as well as you can reach out to Anisha. So let's get to know you. Where you are currently located. Can you please annotation or maybe in chat also you can mention your current location? We have a lot of options here because actually we had a lot of students, interns from different parts. So we are just trying to understand that, okay, what time zone would be better, what time for the training would be better. I think here most of you are from India. Actually, most of you have not joined the meeting. So we have only about 40 or 50% turn up. Shivani, you are in UAE. That means it should be around 4:30 for you, right? For after 4:30 p.m. Uh, yeah, I guess so. That in the training time also you will have to manage this manage this timing, because our usual training sessions on evenings, the out sessions and training sessions usually they are scheduled at around 10 p.m. 7 p.m. India time. Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks for sharing. Now, what about your background, everybody? Academic and passing year. So, what is your academic background? Formal sciences can be your graduation or master's in formal science, like computer science, engineering. All those will come in formal science. Natural science will be physics, chemistry, math, bio, these things. Social sciences will be our history, geography, civics, these things. And profession would be law, medical. Humanities will be our arts. So arts and literature, language. So what is your academic background? Which uh, your highest qualification, or if you are studying right now, from which background you are, and the passing year. We have one more person joined in. I You can also participate. I think Vikram joined. So use your annotation or maybe use a chat and please share it in the message. So bachelor's in accounting and finance, passed out in 2019. Okay. Okay. Then we have Mira, MA in economics, 2021 pass out, pursuing masters in data science. Currently, you are pursuing masters. Okay, great. BTech in biotechnology, currently pursuing. Maybe final semester B in computer science, but have you already completed it, or you are graduating in future? And MTech in computer science, passing year 2022. Okay, great. 2021 pass out. Okay, so those who are 2021 pass out or even 2020, I believe that for you, you must have experienced that for you the uh, job market or the skills demand and the supply, the skills supply and skills demand, you must be experiencing something different than what your seniors may have experienced, right? Because of all the COVID and kind of economic slowdown globally. Yeah. Uh, okay, those who have completed or their graduation or those who are doing masters, do you have any work experience? If yes, in which domain? And if you are a fresher, then I think those who are doing graduation, you are freshers. But others, you can mention your experience and how many years of experience you may have. Financial domain for 2 years. And can you please elaborate on it? Like what were you working on? Was it data management? Was it into sales or it's into analytics? What was the experience about, role about? Revenue analysis. Okay, so were you involved in working on financial statements? Or any specific tool that you may have used for the revenue analysis? You can unmute your mic and speak. Typing takes time and would be better if you speak.
Yeah, Pranav, even I was thinking the same to speak. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Yeah, I'm working on my current job is totally related to gather of different data from different TSPs, record them revenue uh, and daily basis, analyze them and load. I mean, what is called means we need to. It's kind of AR thing like accounting receivables things where we work on the data, record them daily basis, and on monthly we analyze and report to our higher authorities. So this is how my work is going on. And to be honest, my academic one is means domain background is like I have done my graduation in the commerce like BCom honors. Where I studied regarding stats, SQL and all. After learning that, I got to more interested into this, and my current work is also related to data itself and handling of data in Excel. I don't have much knowledge means. Then I'm pursuing this data science program in masters in data science program. So this is how I want to shift myself into the domain of data science. So this is how it's going on.
Okay, great. May I know which company you are working with?
Yeah, I'm working with N10.
Okay.
A betting company.
Okay, great. Yeah. Because I got interested because I am also from a finance background. So yeah. Actually, I was also I worked with Capital IQ, S&P Global, and my role was also something related to data only. So managing data or tracking their IPOs and the offerings, the public offerings and private offerings of the company. So kind of got interested into that.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks for sharing. Ajay, you are a subject matter expert in finance and you have joined in May 2021. Okay, and what is the role about? Like subject matter expert, I can understand, but on a daily basis, what you deal with? You can share, you can speak by unmuting your mic. Ajay, you can hear me? Okay, I guess. Okay, then would it be possible for you to speak? Not quite. Okay. Okay. No, okay. No problem. Okay. 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 No issue. So subject matter expert, you are in finance. So I believe that it's fine. It's fine. No issue. Create solutions for the questions posted on their website. Questions regarding finance subjects. Okay. Okay, so I think is it related to something like Chegg or companies similar to Chegg that where we have okay, great, thanks. Of course, okay, got it. So kind of you are into, can I say you are into training side? I mean, you prepare content, you prepared answers. Tutor, you are a tutor in finance. Okay, okay, that's good to know. Good to have a tutor. Okay, thanks. What about others? Anybody else who has some work experience? Okay, moving ahead. Any tool that you have worked on, there are these tools, any BI tools, because in our program, we are focusing on business analytics, data analytics, and data science. These three domains we are focusing on. So any tool that you may have worked on, Power BI, this Microsoft is actually our Power BI. This Microsoft is for Power BI, the Tableau, Click, Google Looker, then we have IBM, quite famous one, or AWS, SAS, Oracle, anything that you may have worked on. Only advanced Excel. Okay, okay, understand. So when you are saying advanced Excel, are you referring to lookup functions and pivot charts, pivot tables? Okay, and have you worked on macros also? Macro and VBA? Okay, okay, great, no problem. Macros you are learning, great. Never able to, okay, okay. Google Colab, Maurya. Google Colab is used for Python. It's an IDE for running Python programs. Actually, for our Python projects also, we will use either Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook. Yeah. Okay. What is your exposure to programming languages? So everybody look at the screen and which programming languages you have worked on. So suppose you are studying and you must have gone through a couple of programming languages through your course, especially those who are into from engineering background. They must have gone through Java or something, C, C++, like that. So yeah, mention in chat which languages you are familiar with, or if something is there which is not in the list. So Maurya has worked on Python, okay. Not worked but taught Python using online content and textbook, okay. Python, MATLAB, SQL basic, okay. No academic background on, okay, no academic background. Okay, great. Okay. So those who have worked on Python or other programming languages, so I think Vishal and Ajay have on this. Sai has also worked on Python and Java. Okay, great. We have a Java also. And Moria has also worked on Python. What about others? You you all are beginner to, I'm assuming that you all are a beginner to data science and Python then. So if you are a beginner, if you are a fresher, you can let me know. But if you are not a beginner and then not responding, that would be bad for me to analyze that how should I schedule your training or prepare your groups. Yeah. Okay. Anybody has worked on MLDL concepts? So those who have not much familiarity with Python and these advanced concepts, okay, so no experience in these. Okay. Okay, assuming that others also Ayush, okay, you have experience and then science, just theory and basic models. Okay, so Ayush, can you please elaborate on it? That what you have worked on, AI, ML, or DL? What exactly you have worked on? And was it part of your academic or uh, your work experience also? Vishal has worked on academic projects. Okay. In Kaggle, you have learned and for self-learning. Okay, great. But it's really good that for self-learning, just by self-motivation, we are doing it. We have people like you who are actually trying to learn through online resources. Otherwise, we usually get confused. There are so many resources out there, right? Okay. Which all movie you have watched? Okay, we have a couple of more answers. Moria, ML, yes, some basic models, DL, few like CNN. Okay, here also in our DL project we will use CNN, so could be easier for you to understand. Ayush has worked on ML models, so data sets handled in different algorithms. Okay, none of the movie. Okay, Imitation Game, Minority Report. Okay, so you have worked on you have seen a movie which kind of decodes and a movie in which it shows that how future can be predicted. First two, okay. Okay, okay, great. No issue. So at least the first two you have seen. Transcendence is also a first movie. Okay, the Imitation Game. Actually, this was released just I think 2-3 years ago, so it's quite new. This has been very old movie, and this Transcendence is also quite confusing, I would say, because mm, could be confusing. You can try this out. Moneyball is a nice movie, and they show how data can be used for analytics. So maybe when you get time, give it a try. Should not take more than 2 hours. Watch it, and you will see the practical use of data analytics, how data is being used to take decisions on day-to-day life. Okay. Thank you everybody for sharing. Some of you have actually not shared, so I would be interested to know more about you. Maybe you are a shy person, or maybe you are not able to type, or not in a conducive environment to speak. That's okay. You can always reach out to me. We will share the contact later on. Now coming on the program VIP. So this is a virtual internship program, and we call it a training come internship program because we are focusing on both components. We are focusing on training as well as we are focusing on internship. Now, why we have combined it for two reasons? Because we provide training on the skills that are required to complete projects in the internship. Okay, so it's not just OJT. It's not an OJT, but it's a kind of live training sessions, and through materials also, through doubt clinic sessions. So there will be live sessions as well as there will be online like e-resources. And then internship is there. And on the basis of the performance in internship, we prefer to hire also. Like I mentioned that uh, uh, we do hire on the basis of the performance. Now, not just internship performance, but assessment criteria is also there. But when we have an intern who is performing well and done an assessment well, and then we have an external candidate who has done the assessment well, then we prefer to go ahead with the our intern. Yeah. So here you get trained on a specific skills or tools through different modes. Now there are 3 different modes. We'll come on that, and you will get training certificate for each of those skills. So suppose there is a project which requires you to work on, suppose Python, then you will get a training certificate for Python. There is a project which requires you to work on Excel, then you complete it, submit it, submit it properly with the required with all the requirements, and you will get a training certificate for Excel as well. So number of trainings that you are completing or number of projects you are submitting, you will get training certificates for each of those skills, and you complete the internship at the end of the month or whenever you are completing your internship, you will get a internship completion certificate also, and that's why we have training as well as internship. Now, why one more reason why we have this format, because those who are students, especially they do not get to, they do not find time, that do not get time that they are going through the training, the internship, as well as they are like a virtual internship, and they are also studying. So they have to attend the sessions and classes, and they have to do the internship also. So to help them, we have done this format so that you can consider it, although it's a virtual, you can consider it as a full-time training. So if case there is something that is required from your college, some paperwork that you are doing internship here, which can be added to your credits, we will be happy to help you with that. Usually companies who provide virtual internships like this, they do not consider college students, or like they do not uh, consider, they do not let add their internship experience added as a credit in the colleges. So you will be safe here from that perspective. Yeah. And in this program, we have our knowledge partners, the Sparks Foundation, for the learning content and like making sure that our learning process is going smoothly. There will be some content from Microsoft. Microsoft developed content for a couple of projects will be there, and content as well as some videos from Microsoft only. Their data we will use. From LinkedIn Learning, we will have a couple of courses, some videos from LinkedIn Learning will also be there, and there are some materials from Exaltius, a technology company in Singapore. So we will have a good content to learn from, and the projects are also created keeping in mind that you are able to use your learning into uh, a real life scenario. So when we have a real life data, you are able to work on it, and you are able uh, to present it as per the expectations by the company. Now, when I mentioned about different modes of training, I meant 3 modes. So here we have e-learning. So there will be a curated list of self-paced e-learning materials. Now, again, like I mentioned, that our content has been prepared by most of the things will be TSF, the Sparks Foundation, Microsoft, and LinkedIn Learning. But there will be some open source also. So we have found some open source support content is also good. Then why not let them add into our pool, and let our learners not waste time finding those sources, and we will have at one place. So there are some licensed content also, and that's why we do not suggest our interns to share it outside. Keep it to yourself when the content is shared. So content will be shared tomorrow, and after that you are going to continue with the internship. So no backing out after that. Yeah. A live training session. So we will have a live training sessions, a series of 3 to 4 hours of training sessions will be conducted for each project, each specialization. So we have 9 a specialized project for this. Actually 10. This month we are adding one more. And for each you will have a training for about 3 to 4 hours. Now, depending on the topic, depending on your expertise, suppose you have or you already have worked on Excel. Now we have a project working on Excel data visualization using Excel. But if you are already, everybody is familiar with, suppose we look up HLOOKUP, pivot charts, and creating dashboards, then maybe we will give a short time over there just for a quick revision. But if you are new to Python, then we will start from scratch. So usually Python in all batches, we find people who are very new to Python and SQL, Tableau, Power BI. So we start from scratch. Okay. Those who already have some experience, if they don't want to attend the session, that's fine. They can skip it. Even if they do not want to work on those projects, it's fine. They can skip those projects as well. Now for live trainings, we will have some practitioners or experts from anywhere. They can be there depending on availability. We have our mentors coming in and giving the live training sessions. Workshops and job readiness sessions will also be conducted. Especially it helps in to college students. We have observed that when people apply, when candidates apply, they make a lot of mistakes. They may think that I'm applying to many colleges, many companies I'm applying, but I'm not getting any response. But they do not realize what mistakes they are making while applying. So we are going to focus on that. One-to-one session we will have, and we will also try to guide you. We can review your resume. We can try to guide you for which company or what type of resume you should prepare. Okay. As a student, we do this. We just create one resume, and then we share it with everybody, with all companies. Sometimes we send in mass, like multiple people, we send in one email ID, in one email. So those are a couple of mistakes that we should try to avoid. So in these sessions, in this workshop and job readiness session, we will also we will talk about those things from a candidate side, what we do or what we should do, and from a recruiter side, that what they look for into a candidate. So we will have a recruiter also who will be able to guide you that how job search works on portals like Naukri.com, Times Job, or even LinkedIn Jobs. And we will have doubt clinic sessions. So doubt clinic sessions are like we try to conduct every alternate day. But if you do not have any question for like if you do not have any doubt, or if your doubts are getting resolved in WhatsApp group, then sometimes we skip this. We try to, but still we try to conduct that. Okay, if there is anybody who is having doubt and any discussion, immediately we can have a session, and at 7 p.m. IST we try to conduct the session so that you do not feel disconnected, and you have issue with anything, any project, we can discuss it out, we can try to resolve it. And if there are any conceptual issues, then you can also get training in the doubt clinic sessions also. Sometimes when we do not have any doubt, we move to live training. A couple of live trainings can be moved to doubt clinic. Okay, so suppose 7 p.m. is the time for doubt clinic and there is no question. Then we can say that, okay, let's learn Power BI today, and we will do Power BI for 2 or 3 hours. Okay, so we do that also. Usually doubt clinic sessions are 1 hour, but if it's getting converted into a live training, then we can have 2 to 3 hours at least. Now coming on projects, what projects do we have? And so we have these many projects. So total we had 9. So here we have 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had till November previous batch, but we are also adding R programming in case you are interested learning R programming. This month we will provide training for R programming also, and you can learn it. Now these are the core projects of the training. Okay, so you will be provided training on these through live training sessions, through doubt clinic sessions, or through the materials. So there are some sessions where we can have only Doubt Clinic, for example, Power BI. Now, Power BI, the content here has been prepared by Microsoft. And as a Microsoft partner network member, we are authorized to deliver that content, and we are not authorized to make any change into it. Okay, so the content has been completely prepared by Microsoft, and without making any change, we deliver it. Now, to learn Power BI, the content is developed in such a way that without any training also, you have to follow the steps, like a step 1, do this, a step 2, do this, and then you will be able to create a very beautiful dashboard on Power BI. So for Power BI, we usually do not have live training sessions. In Doubt Clinic, we try to, like, 1 hour, we discuss about whatever the issues you are facing. You share your screen. We will look into the issue. We will try to resolve it, or I will work on the project and I will resolve your doubts over there. Similarly for MS Excel, we are going to create a dashboards. So basically in data visualization, we are limiting ourselves to creating dashboards and presenting it, telling a stories. In Tableau also, we will use Tableau Public because some of you may not have access to Tableau Desktop. Tableau Desktop is a licensed version, so we are going to use Tableau Public. In case you have access to Tableau Desktop version, that would be great. We will learn some new features also, some more features which are available only in the licensed version. I will come on the on what on projects you need to do. Okay. Then we have a project on TSQL, Transact SQL language. So this is a form of SQL used by Microsoft. Now, I mentioned that many of this, our content is from Microsoft, and hence, like here also, we are using Microsoft, like the language, the SQL version that Microsoft prefers. And also the data set that we are going to work on, that SQL server will also be there. Login will be provided to you. Again, please do not share any login, any of this copyrighted content to anybody outside. Then we have essentials of Python. Here we will work on the basics from very scratch. What is a variable? What are the data types? How to use a print statement. So from very basics we will start. We will go to logic flow, if else conditions, while loop, for loop. These things we will try to understand here. Then comes data manipulation and visualization. Intermediate step, intermediate Python, where we create dashboards or we create charts. So working on data tables, creating charts, that we are going to do here in visualization. Then we have mathematics coming in, stats and hypothesis testing. These 3 projects are, we call it advanced projects, and we are going to use Python for these. Okay, so for machine learning also, advanced project, deep image classification using deep learning, also advanced project, and we are going to use Python for this. And we try to, if you are interested to work on these projects, prefer to complete at least these 2. The basics, at least try to complete Python and then go on the advanced one. Do not try to rush to complete everything. And then we have a project which we are going to introduce from this month for your batch, and that's data analytics using R. So in case you want to learn R, we will have a session for that also. But if nobody is opting R, then probably we will not have the session, right? Depending on if you are working on these projects or not. Now, why I'm saying if you are working on these projects or not, because here you have a complete choice to select which projects you want to work on. Okay, suppose you already know creating charts on Excel and creating using pivot tables and VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, you already know on Excel. Then you do not need to do this. If you do not want a training certificate, no need to do this. Okay. You better work on Power BI if you want to learn. If you want to learn Tableau, you work on Tableau project. You want to learn both, you work on both. So it's completely your choice. in a month, complete at least 2 projects. Complete at least 2 projects. Why we are saying that? So that at least you touch upon some basics and some advanced projects. So again, it's up to you what projects you want to work on. Select the projects that you want to see or you want to learn. Select the tools which you want to learn. If you want to learn R, that's great. You go ahead and keep this into your list and start working. And we will provide the training at. We will also mention when the training is going to be scheduled. So I was talking about the number of projects now. Now there is no limit. At least do 2. If you want, if you are able to work on all projects, suppose you are not working and you are not going to college, you have time to work on all projects, you can complete all projects as well. That would be very actually very nice to see that someone is completing all projects and very performing good. If you are performing good on at least one visualization project and machine learning and deep learning, then you are going to get this special project. This is a client data. Now this is reserved for only those who have advanced knowledge into machine learning or deep learning. They are well versed with visualization as well as data analytics. So we are not going that everybody you go for this project. Focus on learning. In this month, in this program, your major focus should not be completing as many projects as you want. Your focus should be learning. Even if you are taking the entire month to work on only 2 projects, do that. That's fine. Because there are many jobs which require only Tableau. There are many jobs which require only Power BI or only Python. You want to learn Python, you start with the basics, then go for intermediate, and then target for the advanced. Okay, do not try to rush to complete everything in case you are not able to do. Now, how much time it's going to take for each project? So each project has different duration. Depending on your availability, you can give time. There is no time limit that we are going to check how many hours you have given on these projects. We are not going to check for that, because since it's a virtual internship, it's had flexibility. We will be in contact with you, not for the monitoring, but we will be in contact with you to help you out if you are facing any problem anywhere, conceptual doubts, logistics issue that you are having, then we will be able to help you there. We are not going to check if you have logged in. There is no login, logout required. You are free to do some external learning also. That's completely okay with us. But the focus should be on learning. So suppose you have already worked on Python basics idea you have. You can skip the basics one and go for pandas, numpy, matplotlib here. You can go on statistical analysis, machine learning, image classification. And if you are performing well, there's a very high chance that we are going to assign you this project. You work here and there will be 99% probability that you will be hired by the company. Because this is a client data, you will have exposure on client data also. You will be good on visualization. You will be good on ML, DL, and you will be hired. You may be hired as a data scientist. Okay. The high chance I'm saying. Nobody is going to give you a guarantee because performance matters. Yeah. So definitely there will be an assessment. This last project is kind of an assessment for you. And yeah, pretty much about it. Any question that you may have from here about projects or whatever we have talked about till now? Any question? Okay, yes, go ahead. What was the question? You can type the questions if you have any.
Hi, Pranav.
Yeah, Vishal, go ahead.
Actually, I have doubt. Like, suppose I have idea of Python,
Mhm,
and in my program, I'm doing the masters in data science. So I've done the few projects also. So
mhm.
can those projects count here,
Your uh,
like
your
academic projects and all?
your academic projects. Why we are going to count? You mean for the training?
Yeah, for training.
Okay. I mean, there is no link, so we are not going to count it here. Uh, but since you have already worked on it, suppose you
Yeah,
have already worked on basics of Python. Now
yeah,
here also we are covering basics. So if you want, you will be able to complete this in a couple of hours.
yeah. That's
So
there.
so you better give 2 hours on this and complete it. Actually, here we are going to learn about like logical statements and these things only, the basics, and we are going to create a rock paper scissors game. So if you are going to use if you can use loops, if you can use if else conditions,
Yeah.
then you will be able to do this within 2 hours. Then better submit it and get a certificate, training certificate for this.
Okay, and one more doubt, like suppose how much hour I need to invest for pursuing all those projects, because to be honest, I have job and
Mhm.
pursuing my master simultaneously and having want to do this also. So
Okay. Now this question maybe from others also, in mind of others as well. So thanks for asking. What we are doing here now, completing a project would definitely need uh, like will be dependent on your expertise and your learning.
yeah,
If you are completely new, suppose you are completely new on Excel. Now Excel is a very small project. It will not
yes,
it will not take like more than suppose 3 hours to work on it.
okay,
Similarly, Power BI. Now Power BI is a well documented content by Microsoft, and they have designed this content for actually 7 hours.
okay,
So
good,
you follow step by step from their lab manuals, and it will take about 7 hours to complete whatever is there in the content, and you will learn a lot of things in that.
yeah,
So, and in Tableau, now Tableau we have kept it very open because those who are beginners, we cannot expect them to create a storyboard, very advanced storyboard.
yes,
The goal is to learn, and that's why we would say, even if you are giving 2 hours, create some charts. You give 5 hours, create some dashboards or charts, some more charts. Now we are not setting up any time limit that you have to spend suppose 10 hours on each project, because like we can understand that many people are working. Many of our interns are either working or they are into full-time program, and they may not be able to give much time. So whatever time you are giving, try to complete certain components or certain questions, certain objectives of the projects. Yeah.
okay, okay,
So that's actually about it. There is no time limit. uh, some may take, let's suppose this will also take about 2 hours uh,
yeah,
to learn. This is also a step by step guided project. A step by step is mentioned what to do and why we are doing this. Now these three projects we will have some live training, because these are advanced topics, and people are not very much comfortable here. So once they complete these first two projects, we will combine, um, we will give this training, and this will be around the training will be conducted for about 6.5 hours.
okay,
Okay, so this will go 2 hours, this will go 2 hours, and this will go 1.5 hours, and
okay,
then 1 hour will go on the doubt.
yeah, sure,
1 hour will go on doubt and also on the deployment. So suppose you have developed a model, machine learning model. Now how you can deploy on websites, how it works in real life, that's what we are going to learn in in 1 hour.
okay, done.
So that's about it. And this one we have actually starting this month only, so we will see how much time it's going to take. But the training would be around for 2 to 3 hours maximum, and during that we will be able to complete the project.
I have one more doubt. Like, suppose if I'm completing all this training within 1 month, right?
Hmm.
And I'm taking the another month for completing your project, like job market analysis.
Okay.
Almost suppose 10 days or first week of January or minimum 10 days. Then it would be okay, right? Like,
Yeah. So in that case, you at the end of December,
yeah,
if you all the projects that you have completed and submitted by deadline, you will get a training certificates for all.
yeah,
And then if you want to work on this project, you can apply for an extension that you want to submit this into January.
okay,
Okay, and then you will get again about 21 days. So
okay,
so deadline will be 21st of January. Here deadline will be 21st of December. You will get this deadline to submit your projects by then, and then you will get internship certificate you will get at the end of January.
okay,
So if you are extending in your internship, you will not get internship certificate here. You will get at the end. So when you are ending your internship, you will get your internship certificate then, but training certificate you will get by the end of each month.
yeah. Actually, yeah, it's okay. Like, no problem with certificate. I want to learn. The thing is that,
That's great then. This kind of work, yeah.
yeah, and another thing is like, suppose. Wow, at the time I and again what I hope that all the training would be done in the evening time only, like after 7, after 8 kind of timing.
Yeah, so on weekday it will be on 7, but sometimes when we are inviting external speakers or external trainers, for example, usually for ML and DL we invite. So for these, we can have training sessions on weekends. So
Weekends and in daytime also.
yeah, so that everybody is available.
Okay, no problem.
Or
Then
even if
it's
even if some people are not available, because it happens, we have people from different time zones. Here we have mostly from India, but usually we get people from like different time zones, from US, from Ireland, also from New Zealand, Australia. So in that case, we record each session so that everybody will have access to it.
yeah, and what means sorry for that. Okay, I'm targeting bit high, but what is the procedures to get the letter of recommendations? Like,
You perform well. You
okay,
be sincere in WhatsApp group. You help others also. Suppose they're asking a question and you know the answer. You are able to help them. You help your colleagues to complete a project.
yeah,
We will just notice your activity, and that will be a major criteria for LOR. Okay.
because I know the criteria to join join our company.
Yeah.
But suppose if somebody actually I am aiming for joining your company, because of course I want to be a data scientist or business analyst.
Mhm.
So in that sense, if I not happen, then of course the LOR will work in outside. Right?
Yeah. So don't worry about it. We are here to help you in career progression also, and we understand that LOR helps in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are the other advantages I could get from this program?
The major one that I have noticed, with other among other interns, that what they have benefited. The best one is networking, and you get closely discuss with your team. So we have a discussion, like we encourage discussion. Sometimes we also conduct Zoom sessions, but not for
Yeah.
training, only for discussion. Like when you are working in a company, you would go for on lunch and you will discuss some things with your colleagues, but that's not possible in a virtual internship. So that's why we also encourage people to do network and uh, and get acquainted with one another. But more than that, we focus on the learning. We focus on the brand also, uh, and uh, and also the exposure that they are getting, and the hiring. We actually we try to hire at least 2 people from each batch,
Okay.
uh, for various roles, even not for data science, but for other management training. So we try to hire people, And we have some partners like technology partners also, those who are doing the hiring. So sometimes we also recommend the profiles to other companies as well. Yeah.
Thank you for the doubt clearance. Thank you, Pranav.
Okay, no problem. We have a couple of questions from Ajay also, so I will quickly take it. It's okay. So Ajay, you are interested in Excel, Python, and R, so you can focus on that. That's fine. So what's the potential to cover all three in 1 month period? It's a very easy. I believe that time I mentioned now it's clear to you. Depending on your availability, your timing, you can work on it. Microsoft Excel, 3 hours. Suppose you are very new, you attend 3-hour training and then complete your work in 3 or 2 hours. Actually, in training also. So to help our interns, what we do in training, we take a data set that we have included on the project, so that we are helping them to complete the project and they can just submit it. So in the training, if you have spent 3 hours, we will work on the same data set. If you want to do some modifications into it, feel free, give 3 plus 1, 4 hour. In 4 hour, you will have your project ready. You can submit it. Yeah. So similarly, just we are also like earlier, what we used to do, we used to give a training on a different data set, and then in project we had a different data. But sometimes depending on data also, people used to get confused that okay, what to do, and they feel pressurized. So that's why we thought that we will use the same data set which is being which they need to use for the project submission. So that's a benefit. That's a great benefit for them also. And yes, reality check that I'm saying, in 1 month, actually people have those who can give time, those who are free, they can submit like 4 or 5 projects also. So although like when they go one by one from here, they sometimes they do not reach these projects. For example, in November month, no one had reached to this project, these two. So they are still doing this one. So suppose Excel, Power BI. Actually, November batch, most of the interns that we have, they are going through. They had to go through their semester exams in November, and that's why they got a bit slow. Otherwise, we have had some interns who have completed all internships, but again, they have their own uh, preference and also availability. They were not working, they were not studying. But when you are working, we are not suggesting you to focus here and leave your work, because that's paying you money and this is giving you a hope. Both are important. Try to manage. Yeah. You don't have academic background in coding language, don't worry. I also come from a non-IT background. Okay. And today I teach data science. So no worries on that. It's viable to cover Excel, Python, and R. It's very easy and it's viable to cover. Yes, Excel is quite easy. I would suggest everybody to target for Power BI, because content is good, developed by Microsoft. You need to give 7 or to 8 hours, and uh, it's a demanding tool. It's a tool in demand. You go apply for a data analyst job, they will ask for SQL, Python, and one visualization tool, probably Power BI. So you can focus on this. If somehow miss live training session, yes, recording is there, and recording are provided on our YouTube channel. So you will get the recording as well. No worries about it. Okay. Okay, I believe I have answered all your questions, and this project, after the project, I will move to the next one. And what to expect next. So orientation email you have already received actually. And invitation to join WhatsApp group, it will be sent today itself, or yeah, today itself we will send it. Project list document we will send on 2nd of December. That means tomorrow we are going to send it. Then Doubt Clinic for project discussion on 2nd December. So tomorrow we are again meeting at 7 p.m. and we will discuss about the projects, what to do, how to do. Then tentative training schedule. This will be also shared on like tomorrow only. sometimes scheduled are not fixed. Okay, we do not fix the schedule because if you are working, we prefer to ask in WhatsApp group when you are available, and then we schedule the external trainers. But when suppose I am taking training, so for visualization projects or SQL or Python, and then I'm very flexible depending on your availability. I can switch over. If you are available on 7 p.m. on any day, we can meet, and you just let me know in advance. We can meet, and we can discuss about it. Yeah. Dark clinic sessions, usually we will try to do alternate days, but subject to queries. If you do not have any question, and then we can go for a training, or even if like we recently had a training, we want to give some time to interns to complete the project. For example, it's not that first day we will do Excel and second day we are going for Power BI training. We will give some time, at least 2 days, to work on your training or work on your project. So try to complete within 2 days, or 3 days. The third day we can have a doubt session if you are facing any issue, or we will start with a new project. In this month, we have reduced the number of intakes. Earlier, we used to have in one batch, we used to have about 50 or 60 interns. But this month, we have reduced it to only 20. Why? Because we are earlier we didn't used to have like one-to-one quite often, but here in this batch we are going to have one-to-one also. So just to make sure that you are learning, and if you are facing any problem, we are able to discuss it at individual level as well. Yeah. So any problem that you are going to face during the internship about the data, anything, uh, feel free to contact. What are your career aspirations? You want to become a business analyst? What projects you should work on? Come to us, and we will discuss it out, and discuss among yourselves also. Now some of you are working, so why not refer your colleagues to in your company if there are openings, right? So uh, have a good discussions, and have create networks that would benefit you. I may not be uh, beneficial every time, but your network will be able to help you. And yes, all sessions will be recorded, and it will be provided, but do not rely on the recording. Okay, it should not be like that. Okay, recording will be there, I will watch it later, let's not attend the session. Do not do that, because sometimes uh, clearing doubts live is a different thing, and then when we are watching recording, working on the tool, some new type of problem comes and we get stuck. Yeah. uh, those Now again, there are different domains in data. So suppose we have data engineering, we have data science, then we have data analytics, we have business analytics. Now you do some research. Okay, think that in which field you want to go in. If you have experience on other programming languages like Java, and in web development, then you can target for data engineering if you are interested. Otherwise, data science, and those who are interested into data science, they can try to target these things: stats, ML, and DL. But if you want to become a business analyst, no need to actually work on these projects, no need to learn these projects. You can focus on data visualization, and how you are communicating your findings. So you can focus on their data analytics. Those who want to go into data analytics side, you should know at least one data visualization. You should have some understanding of SQL also, and know some Python as well. Understand the concepts or theory, at least get an idea about ML and DL also, because as a data analyst, you are going to be a bridge between data scientists and business analysts. So when we work on these projects, we will also see that, okay, in which role or where it is used, where these concepts are used. That will give you more clarity, and uh, but have a preference also. Do not try to learn everything to become everything. Uh, we call it jack of all, become jack of all, but expert of one. So take one tool, one thing, be an expert on that, but have some basic understanding of others also. Yeah. Okay, we have one more people who just joined. I think it's Ananya. Hi, Ananya. And also, I didn't hear from Sivani. Hi, Sivani, if you can hear me, both of you. Abhinav, also, I am not sure if I got any response of yours. So in case you have any question, you can ask, you can let me know. Yeah. Okay. Any question? Ananya, you joined late. This session is being recorded and it will be shared. The link will be shared with you. It will be uploaded on YouTube and link will be shared with you. So you can have a look whatever you missed. Yeah. Okay, so I will stop the recording now. All set. Any question? Ready to start? You will get the next emails, like one email you will get today to join the WhatsApp group, and then today late you will actually get a bit late, and then tomorrow you will get the list of documents and the the next steps. We are meeting again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Cool. I'm stopping the share. I will stop the recording and we'll stop the sharing before closing the call.